We're back.
Yep.
Another TrisPOD JackCAST.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Last week we had Maddie Wood in, and that was cool.
It was fun.
This week we're changing up the format a little bit. We have our friend Levi Hammond in.
What's up, you guys?
and I don't know. It's just a new development. Not really like a new development. We had just like a new change up.
Yeah. Levi's gonna hop in whenever he thinks of something.
Maybe. But mostly I'm just gonna be a studio audience.
So he's like kind of featured.
Which is cool. Speaking of new developments, we got some dude that Tristan's friends with on Instagram.
Cool art dog.
Cool.
He's pretty sweet.
Art dog. That's
If you want to check him out, his stuff will be in the description maybe.
Do I have to add his link
You could add his link right here.
to Instagram? I'm not fine.
It could be in plain text. Yeah, it's there right now. Now it's off screen.
Okay, thank you. And then what else? Oh yeah, then we got I'm still talking to my music guy,
Jaden.
Jaden. I should probably text him in a little bit, but
He's making some developments.
he's making some music.
Also, we also have new stuff for the channel plans.
So we're not just gonna do podcasts.
What?
Yeah, I know, a shocker. So we're probably gonna do I don't know, just videos of us doing random stuff.
Like random short vlogs of just the cool, funny stuff.
Yeah, just us going to 7-Eleven.
And we might play video games. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe a Let's Play
Depends
thing.
how we feel.
I don't know. We're not that funny, so we can't do Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're hilarious.
Yeah. Hilarious. So speaking of hilarious, last weekend I went and had dinner at Golden Corral. I know what you're thinking. It's very gross. And you're right. Food there is very disgusting.
It's not that bad.
I don't know, just thinking about how it's all sitting out and just anyone can go grab it.
So you're saying you don't like any buffets?
Yeah, not really. The only thing I like there is the clam chowder. It's really good. I don't know why it's so good there. And the steak is decent and cheap. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. But on this weekend adventure to Golden Corral, I was walking around, my plate, filling it up with food, and I went to go get some steak. And I was like, I wonder which piece I want. So I talked to the guy. There's always a guy behind a counter who cuts you a piece. I was like, hey, can I get that one? And for some reason, he gets his knife and he starts stabbing it against the chopping board, and he looks at me like, wait, which piece? I was like, yeah, that one.
Oh my god.
He looked at me like it was funny, but it was just really weird, and I don't know. It was a big turn off.
Turn off, ew.
And it made me think about I don't know why I thought about this, but I have a question, Jackson.
What is your
For
question?
you. Would you go to a restaurant again if either the service was good but the food was bad, the service was really good,
Okay.
or if service is garbage but the food is really good?
See, I would think that that's a tough question, but it's really not. I don't care about service at all.
Really? Okay.
I just love food. One time I went to this place in Vegas. I had really good no, not Vegas. Philadelphia. They had really good cheesesteaks. That's this Geno's cheesesteaks, and
Gino.
it's a really popular location in Philly,
Gino.
South Philly, and it's I don't know, the guys were just total dicks. They were just talking to me. They're I was maybe took an extra second in line because I wasn't really sure what I wanted. They're you can either get the cheesesteak with onions or no onions. If you don't know what you want, move out of line. I'm just okay. But then I got
It was me laughing.
and then I got the cheesesteak, and it was really good, but the service wasn't good. So I have other examples of that, but I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, I'm just...
See, the thing is, at this night at Golden Corral, the service was really good. The waiter kept on not bugging us, but he'd be like, hey, you guys need water? Can I take these plates? I was like, this guy's really cool, but the food is not so good. So I was like, this would be a good question.
Good question to ponder.
question.
What do you think, Levi?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess while we're on the topic of Golden Corral, I have a Golden Corral story from when I was about 10 years old.
Sweet.
I had an ice cream cone, 2 scoops, and they have that chocolate fountain there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And being a 10-year-old, I didn't really know etiquette at all, so I would take a bite of my cone and put it back in the chocolate thing every time. And Golden Corral's like full of old people.
Yeah.
And, this one guy didn't really like that I was doing that, and he decided to tell the manager. And the manager came to my table and told me, like, how rude I was being. And I was just, like, 10 years old, so I didn't really know how to take it. And I ended up leaving, and I never went back to Golden Corral.
Oh,
do you think if you went back, they'd remember you? Be like, that's the double dipper.
Honestly, no. They probably wouldn't remember me because I was like 10 and I had like that really like long Levi haircut.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. They wouldn't remember me at all.
All right. Well, but what do you think? Like, what about like the good food or bad service? Like, what do you think? Like,
It depends on how hungry I am.
okay.
Like if you're really hungry and there's a place with terrible service, sometimes you just can't do that,
Yeah.
But other times it's like, who cares? If you're going to get good food and the service takes a while, like, it's worth waiting for.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So one time I went to like... Actually, this is your story.
It is?
Yes.
What story is it? Oh, it's that story. Yeah, this is my story. So, back at this Golden Corral, I was like, I need to wash my hands. They're pretty stinky. So, I went into the bathroom, and I get me some soap, and it's kind of the fuzzy soap. You put your hand underneath the sensor, and the soap, like outs on your hand.
Wow, that's...
And then
really
you
gross.
go over to the water, and you, swipe... Because you swipe your hand, and the water turns on, the soap flies out.
I have a funny story about that, but I'll let you continue.
Okay, and that happened, I was like, this sucks. So I did it again, but this time I used my other hand to swipe so the water turned on, and so I could conceal the soap in my hand.
Okay.
And I washed my hand. It was pretty nice.
Interesting. Okay, so I went down to Phoenix with Carissa, and we went to...
Carissa's Jackson's lover.
It's the bean to his bro.
Anyways, we went to Arizona Mills, that one mall in Tempe, and I swear they were the weirdest people down in Phoenix. You think there's weird people in Prescott? Nah. Phoenix is where all the weirdos hang out. We get pedophiles at the mall. This one guy, I swear he was someone who teleported from back in time into the future.
Okay.
Because he was wearing the weirdest outfit. He was this kind of tall guy. He was wearing all 80s, 90s clothes. And I bet back then they didn't have automatic hand washers. Mm-hmm. So I was done peeing, and then I went over to wash my hands, and the guy next to me, he's like, "Hey man, how do you turn this on?" And he was playing with the little hot and cold lever. One was hot and cold. He's like I can't get it to turn on. And I was just tired. I was just came down from a long car ride, so I just put my hand over in front of his the sensor thing, and the water rushed out, and he's just like, oh, what? And I was just washing my hands, and he was just going he was
it's
jabbing, he was
jabbing.
stabbing his hand at the sensor, and then I walked out, and then he walked out behind me looking at me. I look back, I'm like, what's going on here? He just didn't know how... I feel like he was from the past. It's Back to the Future situation. But
yeah. Speaking of the past, Michael Jackson had a pretty bad life.
Oh.
I was in class today, and
Michael Jackson appeared?
Michael Jackson was there, and he told me how bad his life was.
Oh, shoot.
But apparently when he was growing up, I already told this story a couple minutes ago.
Before the pod.
Yeah, when he was growing up, when he was part of the Jackson 5, whenever they mess up, a note, they get a note wrong, his dad would just beat it with a belt and beat him.
Oof.
It's pretty sad stuff.
That's a total not Brobean's move.
Yeah, and apparently his dad would always say how big his nose is.
Oh.
And so nowadays he can't even look himself in the mirror without feeling bad.
Well, nowadays he can't look anywhere.
Yeah. Nowadays he can't look at a mirror.
Because his nose is so big and he's dead.
Yeah, he has such a big nose.
Is that what he wrote his song "Man in the Mirror" about?
Wait,
Yeah.
Is that why he got like the surgery?
Yeah, he got a bunch of surgery to like shrink his nose, but it still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Like,
so
no,
they
like-
overdid it, and now his nose is like really.
Like
small.
how like I don't know if this is true, but like you know how anorexic.
Sorry, we lost footage.
Guys, we just lost some recording. It's a highlight.
It's kind of a milestone.
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
Brobeans.
Yeah, Levi's still here.
And then okay, recap, Tristan. Okay, so we were talking about Michael Jackson.
How like we were saying how like anorexic people like they can never feel good about their bodies and they always like push themselves to be skinnier.
I don't know. Was
That's
that?
how Michael Jackson was like. I don't know if I said this already.
I can't remember honestly. I
But
don't.
guys, you're hearing it again.
And then I said something clever, like speaking of bad childhood.
And I had a bad childhood, as in bad week.
Oh, okay. So just give the highlights.
So highlights. Here's the highlights of my bad week. So got sick because I ate a whole old fish stick, and I missed school, and I hate missing school. And that same Wednesday, I broke. Oh, that's Tuesday. Before I ate the fish stick, I broke Bree's car door handle because I was pulling on it like a dunce.
Oh,
And
bad word.
oh,
Bad word
sorry.
alert.
I meant fool. I was pulling it like a stooge, and then that kind of because I don't usually like make that big of a mistake. Like I don't really like do like stupid stuff like that, you know.
Right.
Usually, if I do something like that, it isn't a big old deal. I don't usually break someone else's property. Especially not like jokingly. I don't usually do
Right.
that.
Yeah, you're not like that. You're opposite. You'd fix things.
I fix things and I clean.
I can fix that.
In fact, we say that Tristan would be a great U-Haul employee.
Yeah, I would be pretty good at
Because
it.
they fix things all the time.
And they fix boxes.
Oh.
So what else? I missed the bus to on this college trip that my counselor worked really hard to set up for me, and I missed the bus, and he didn't like that, or you could just tell he was disappointed. You know how like to say like, oh, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Right.
It was kind of like that. Also,
Which is worse.
yeah, it's just worse. Also, I was an FBLA. I'm an FBLA officer.
Yay.
We do this like little regionals thing where we go and compete, and two of my teammates they can't like make it, so they're like relying on me to go and like compete, and I can't make it now because I'm sick and Dad won't let me go in a public place full of strangers, and they were like this. I just feel like I'm disappointing people. So yeah, that was my bad week. Yeah.
But there were highlights. Tristan watched the first Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which, I didn't talk about this in the lost footage,
But we did bring it up, kinda.
But no, I was gonna say we didn't... Because I had this one game called Shadow of War.
Ooh.
Which is probably my favorite game right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Lord of the Rings based. And there's just so much lore in it that I love, because that's like one of my favorites.
It's like a fanboy's dream.
Yeah. Like behind Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings is probably one of my...
Yeah, why doesn't Game of Thrones make a good game? Like Shadow of War.
They
why
do.
Can't they do something
Well, see, Lord of the Rings does have a game, but it's only like an iOS game.
Oh.
It's really like...
Well, I mean like some kind of subplot like Shadow of War has. It's about like some other character.
Because everything that what's his name? George R. R. Martin wrote is like basically on the show.
No, but you can still have a game about it.
You could.
Levi, you giggling over what is it?
Well, I just wanted to say, I've said it once and I'll say it again now. Smeagol falls into a river. Dies.
Okay, yeah, no. Levi,
An army of ghosts, green ghosts, fight
Green
the
ghosts.
people.
Stop.
And a man who you think is wearing gray is actually wearing white.
Okay, no. Okay, whatever. So this happened in the footage that we lost. That happened again. So Jackson, I noticed on your desk you have a Lord of the Rings instrumental solos.
Oh, I do. Okay, so I play the saxophone, for all you don't know.
He's a whiz kid at the sax.
There are a bunch of Lord of the Rings songs in here.
Ooh.
Like I have a Gollum song.
Okay.
Classic. The Steward of Gondor.
Ooh.
Da-da, da-da-da. I'm not gonna sing it. I was just...
Yeah.
But... Anyway, stop it.
Tristan is very torn up about the death of someone.
Gandalf.
Yeah,
Levi-
he's basically like the Dumbledore of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, cool.
Well, no. Don't. Okay, let's not. Okay. So, anyways, my book.
Guys, have you heard of
Okay, never
Jackson's
mind.
Constitution?
Okay.
This is a pretty.
This is
long
for
document.
Carissa. No, it's not. Okay, so I made a constitution for my Minecraft city, Jackson City. I made a constitution called Jackson's fucking Constitution. It's basically don't lie, which is kind of funny.
I can read the
it.
transcript.
Yeah, read it.
If you don't tell me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, you suck and are a liar.
Oh, it's so deep.
So yeah, that's what our whole friendship's based around.
Except, no, stop going through my notes.
Okay.
This is a note, but I won't bring it up now because it's...
Oh!
I know, okay.
Jackson!
But we're not going to talk about that because just in case if a certain someone listens, I don't want to...
Spoiler alert, it involves Chipotle.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin. Not Kevin. Oh, God.
But, guys, so this one's gonna be a lot shorter.
This one's only going to be about 16 minutes long.
Yeah.
Which
so
we're kind of sad about, but I mean...
We're just kind of worn out. I mean, I had a
Yeah.
bad week, and I'm pretty sure I've been spoiled Lord of the Rings.
And I'm kind of
twice
like
now.
burnt out on this podcast.
Oh, you...
I'm joking.
That's the type of attitude of someone that
We should-
doesn't want to be invited back, but then they're going to be invited back because we hang out a lot.
Yeah, take that.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, this has been TrisPOD.
And JackCAST.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.